the only thing that this world really needs is that when people catch a breath of air, there's some pointer beside it that's like, yo, get more of this stuff. Here's how.
This is what you got.
Yo, there's that air stuff that you think is somewhere around here, and you're like trying to fuddle with it and like muddling around with all these mirrors. That air stuff, just take your head out of the water.
Basically,
and there's like so much of it.
And something that like, okay, there's air now. Now what? And then read something in the air that is like, you know, with that air.
That you can carry some down, like a little bubble that you can breathe for a bit. A little bubble of air. And then like when you're muddling around, it's like it'll help you float to the top. It'll propel you in the right direction. A bubble of air will float you.
But I was saying, like, you know, it's embodied in that air, in the freedom that's not. There's no sinking stuff in it. You're not going to grab something by because it's a mirror, or essentially. But you're not going to sink with whatever, you know, this thing is that you take,
because it's a bubble of air
that's in there. Yeah, something that when you're in the air, you can catch it, and it's still air.
And then there's like so many ways of like problems in that area that people face that are very different from the problems, like the general problems down here. But like when people are muddling and catching those bubbles of air or whatever, in anything like an existential crisis, it's just one of these many infinite like little things down there. But that's usually from a bubble of air that makes somebody realize that there is existence at all, because you can't really have an existential crisis unless you have had a glimpse of like the infiniteness. Like that type of thing. Sure. Like that type of thing. So, like a lot of the stuff that people end up down here is because they got a bubble of air, didn't know what to do with it because nothing was pointing them there, and then they get screwed up, and then they get afraid of peace, like all this nonsensical stuff, because it's like fear. They carry fear. Oh, peace. Oh, I have fear. A thing. I can be afraid of that. Like, that's basically what happens within a person, and they don't know what happens. But it, like, as Jim Carrey says, there's abundance, and he, or whatever, he was like, you know, there's so much, and I got it. And then he's like, and you can get it too. You can all get it. We can all have all the stuff. Like, he phrased it way differently in his commencement speech, but that little sentence just came to mind when he was talking about it.
I think it was like, I asked the universe for it, and you know, I'm proof that you can ask too.
Yeah, and there's enough to go around because it's literally infinite. As infinite as there are mental problems that you could possibly have.
And if it takes it takes a while for it to show up, it's just because the universe is so busy with my order.
Yeah.